So if I'm looking at, and I'll log in to realize, okay, the first activity you guys have, actually, if you guys click, it's on the para empezar. Actually, I think if you log in, it'll tell you your activities, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So when you log in, it's going to give you your activities. Para empezar, ¿cómo eres tú? Actividad uno. Okay? So this is the first thing that you guys have to do. Now, since you're logged into the textbook website, when you see this over here on the side and it says table of contents, bookmarks, annotations, and highlight, notebook. Any notes that you take, like if I wanted to highlight something, that pops up here under the picture, and so I can decide whether I want to highlight, take notes, circle it, underline it. Okay. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to hit play the audio for these two conversations. This is for activity 1. And what you want to do after you hit play is follow along on the text, okay?
Oye, Enrique, ¿eres artístico?
Sí, según mis amigos, soy muy artístico y estudioso. También dicen que soy reservado. Y Gloria, ¿cómo eres tú?
Bueno, mis amigos dicen que soy paciente y trabajadora, pero según mi hermanito, soy impaciente y perezosa.
Now,
Hola, Sonia y Alicia. Uy, qué deportistas son ustedes.
Sí, somos muy deportistas y también muy talentosas. ¿Te gusta practicar deportes, Felipe?
Pues no soy nada deportista, pero me gusta pasar tiempo con mis amigos. Soy sociable y muy simpático.
alright, so you'll play that and you can play it as many times as you need. It says as you do the activities, go back to the top of the page and review the images and the audio. Okay, some key words that you're going to need to know. Okay, you need to know your present tense AR verbs, then understand quiénes. What is quién? What does quién mean? Anybody remember? Who? ¿Quién is who? ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo estás? How? ¿De dónde? Where? From where? More specifically. So, on this first section it says, los chicos de las fotos de arriba hablan de cómo son. These people in the pictures above are talking about what they're like. Usa las fotos y las conversaciones para contestar las preguntas. Use the photos and the conversations to answer the questions. So the first question was, ¿Cómo es Enrique? Now we remember that we said, ¿Cómo estás? Means how are you, right? But ¿Cómo es is how are you, or ¿Cómo eres is how are you. But ¿Cómo es is how is he? Like, what is he like? Okay? Estás is temporary. Eres or es is permanent. So we're using the permanent verb to describe him, which would mean that we're describing what type of a person you are. Okay? How was Enrique described? At the top, if we scroll back up here. What was it?
Artistic.
How do you know? Artístico. Very good. So it says, when they say eres artístico, he said, sí, soy muy artístico. What's E? And estudioso. What is estudioso? That's an adjective to describe someone.
Smart.
Not smart, that would be inteligente. Studious. Has anybody ever heard that word in English?
No.
Okay. Another class, they didn't understand that word. They've never heard it. Okay, so there's your new word in English. Studious is an adjective. Describes someone who does what a lot? Studies. Okay? So, someone who is really good at art is artistic. Someone who studies a lot is studious. Alright? Now, the next sentence said, también dicen que soy reservado. Dicen comes from decir, to say or to tell. And if we notice here, I've highlighted that en. And if you know your verb endings, that is the ending for they, ellos. So it says, they say that, what do they say about me? I am reservado. What does that look like? Reserved. Uh-huh. And a lot of these words that you're going to recognize are going to be cognates, okay? Sometimes you run into false cognates, but this is a cognate, okay? So, if someone is reserved, what does that mean?
They're taken.
Hmm?
They're taken.
Oh, yeah, I guess it could be. This is a different kind of reserved.
Oh,
Okay. Yes.
Like quiet, kind of like to themselves.
Uh-huh. They keep to themselves. That could be in line with what you said. If someone's taken, are they going to keep to themselves? They're not going to go out with everyone, right?
right.
You see the connection there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still find that connection between those two, all right? So then, what about Gloria? What do her friends say about her? Her friends say that she's what? Patient and trabajadora. What does that mean? Is that a new word for you? Anybody remember that word? Trabajar? Work. So somebody who is trabajadora, hardworking, okay? Now, this key word right here, she's talking about someone. She says, according to this person, hermanito. This is a diminutive. Anytime you see words that end in an ITO, ITA, that's a diminutive. It's like you take a word and it makes it smaller. So what is hermano?
Sister.
Sister, or
Brother.
in this case it's a brother because hermano. So it's hermanito,
Little brother.
her little brother. According to her little brother, what is she like?
Impatient and lazy.
Impatient and lazy. Very good. Okay? So, now we've gone through this, and you guys are going to go through together and kind of work through those descriptions. But then when you get down to the bottom and they ask you questions, let me scroll here, where it says, ¿Cómo es Enrique? ¿Cómo es Enrique? I wonder if this is going to work. Oh, yay. I don't have to go up there. Okay. So what was Enrique like?
Artistic.
Artístico y estudioso. Okay. Was that the only one?
Yeah, I think so.
Reservado. Okay. So am I asking you to put in a full sentence there? No, not right now. This is just a review of stuff, okay? So you just go in and you guys are going to answer these questions and just put in the adjectives, okay? I'm not asking you to write on a full essay or anything. Just want to get the main idea from what you guys have read and listened to, okay? So you have those activities and you're going to complete these. You may not finish today, and that's okay if you don't. I can change the due dates for these if we need more time. Okay? Is everybody okay with that? And remember I said you can work with other people. So if you need to work with someone, and for the virtual students too, if you guys know a virtual student that, you know, is your friend and they're working on this and having trouble, you guys feel free to work together. What's our motto? Teamwork.
Makes a dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work, okay? Seriously, I mean, I live and breathe by that one. Don't I? We had it last year, and that's all I say. If you guys work together, unless it's a test, there's nothing wrong with working together to try to review, okay? It's not a test. The goal is to make sure that you learn the information, right? Whatever means necessary that we have to do. And right now, we have, you know, different circumstances, so we want to make sure that you do understand, all right? So you have the rest of today to work on these activities. Once you finish, you'll just submit them. Don't worry about trying to submit it on Echo. You submit it through Realize, and then I will transfer your grades into Echo. Just remember there's going to be a lag time on that, okay? Any questions? Comments, concerns? Alright, perfect. I'll let you work on that now.